Today's video is all about managing back pain. So you might have seen a physiotherapist or a physical therapist in the past and had treatment for your back pain. This video is all about managing any ongoing symptoms that you might have. So we're looking at some mobility drills and we are looking at some breathing techniques that are crucial for helping you to manage your pain. I'm Maria from Older, Fitter, Stronger. I'm a 50+ personal training specialist and I have worked extensively with people with back pain, both in the NHS, British healthcare system, and privately with my clients. Let's have a look at some mobility drills and let's have a look at some breathing techniques that will really help. We're going to start by lying down on our back. This can be on a bed or the floor. And you're going to put something under your head to support your neck, just so your neck can relax, which is important for getting the rest of the spine to relax. We've got the feet hip width apart, and the first thing we're going to try and do is relax the back muscles. When you're in pain with your back, you tend to tense the muscles up, and you can, without even realizing it, be holding yourself in quite a rigid way around the spine. So we're just going to breathe into the area between your shoulder blades. So you want to feel the back muscles come out rather than lift up. So we breathe in, expand. As you breathe out, I want you to feel the rib cage softening down and the back muscles relaxing. Now this might take a few goes, particularly if you've been in recent pain and holding a lot of tension in your back, but just keep going with it for 3 or 4 minutes and you will find the back muscles start to relax. And you'll find that you go from kind of being like this, where you're kind of arching away from the floor, holding yourself quite rigid, to relaxing down and letting all of the back muscles relax. So it's breathe into the middle of the shoulder blades, breathe out, let the rib cage relax down, let the back muscles relax. Once you've achieved that, you're going to make a mental note of how that feels. It should feel just a little bit nicer, a bit more relaxed in your back. And you're going to try and maintain that for the next exercises that we're going to do. And we're going to just gently take the knees from side to side. Really gently. And I'm going to do this with the breath. So breathing in to one side, breathing out to the other side. And we're just gently mobilizing the muscles in the lower back and the pelvis. And you can do that 3 or 4 times or more if it feels good for you. We're going to follow that up by bringing the knee into the chest. So I'm just bringing my right knee into the chest. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to do that expansive breathing again, where I breathe into the area between my shoulder blades, and then I breathe out and let the back muscles release. So you've got to consciously think about letting the muscles go. And you can do that a couple of times on your right leg. Slowly release, and you're going to do the same on the left. Just bring the knee into the chest, breathe in, feel your muscles expand in your back. And then as you breathe out, feel the lower back softening. And again, breathing in and breathing out. So what we're actually doing here by slow breathing out is allowing our nervous system to go into that rest and digest state. So coming from its heightened fight or flight state to the rest and digest state. And that's where we want it to be in order to relax our muscles. Now our next exercise is just a pelvic tilt. So we're going to arch the back a little way from the floor. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. Breathing in, and then as you breathe out, you tip back. So I've just got my fingers here to show you the pelvic bones moving. Breathing in, arch, breathe out, tip. Breathe in, arch, breathe out, tip. And here we are just mobilizing the lower back, trying to get those muscles moving where your back is quite stiff. Again, you could do that 5 or 6 times. And then you might want to go back to that little side to side movement just to loosen off the lower back. Our next exercise involves doing a pelvic tilt and then lifting up into a bridge position. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tip the lower back towards the floor. Think about pressing through the feet. Let your feet and your legs support you. And then see if you can switch the bottom muscles on. Just tighten them gently. Keep the tip back and just lift up and move through the spine. So think about each vertebrae moving one at a time. When you get as far as you're going to go, and that's not too high, because if you come up too high, you'll start arching the back, and that might not feel very comfortable. So we breathe in at the top point just before you start to arch. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you roll back through the vertebrae, imagining each one hitting the floor one at a time, and then totally relax at the bottom. So you only go up as far as you're comfortable. And if your back's very stiff, it might just be to here, and then you roll down. And it should just feel like quite a nice massage through the spinal muscles. And we're just trying to articulate those vertebrae and get them all moving. Come onto all fours, feet hip width apart. Hands under the shoulders, nice and firm through the hands. And you're just going to tuck under the lower back. So you might want to bring the tummy muscles in and just think about rounding the lower back and then releasing. So it's just a bit like that pelvic tilt that we just did on our backs. So tuck, breathe in, breathe out and arch. So you should just get this feeling of stretch as you tuck and then release. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Lovely. And then we're going to take the legs a little bit wider. Sit back towards your heels, and you may not get all the way towards your heels. To be a little bit more comfortable in this position, you could put a cushion or a pillow between your bottom and your heels, and that might just allow your back to relax a little bit more. So just go to where you can go. Put a pillow or a cushion there if you need it. And then just stretch forward into this child's pose position. And you can also put your head on a cushion or a pillow here just to let your neck relax. And just stay there if it's comfortable for a couple of breaths. And then slowly come back up. And you can come and sit on your knees if it's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, you could come into this position with your legs in front, and we're going to do a very gentle rotation. So we're going to take the left hand onto the right knee, the right hand behind you, lengthen the spine, breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you're going to turn the rib cage, not the lower back, just the ribs and up. You're just going to turn towards this hand. So I'm turning towards the right and then come back, and then I'm going to take the right hand onto the left knee, the left hand behind, sit up tall, breathe in, and then as I breathe out, I'm just going to rotate the ribs, not the lower back, just the rib cage to the left side, just to get a little bit of upper back rotation. And that's it. That's all we're going to do for the mobility exercises. But I'm just going to show you that breathing technique, and I'm going to show it to you in kneeling, but you could be sitting on a chair. So we breathe into the area between our shoulder blades. We're nice and relaxed everywhere else in the body. You're going to breathe into that area. You're going to feel the middle of the back expand out. Rather than lifting up when we breathe in, we're expanding out. So we breathe in, and then as you breathe out, feel the rib cage relax down, and just feel everything relax. And then again, breathe into the middle of the back, and then as you breathe out, feel the rib cage soften, Feel the back muscles soften and the shoulders soften. So it's really worth practicing that breathing exercise. It will help your pain levels if you stick with it, you practice it, you focus on letting those back muscles relax. I hope you found that useful. If you did, feel free to subscribe to my channel, where you'll then get notifications of any future videos I post. If you look on my channel, you'll see there are some lower body strengthening exercises which will be really useful for your back pain going forward. Take care and see you soon. Bye.